Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I do hope everybody is having a lovely day today. The sun is out again this morning. The sun is out again this morning. Oh, TikTok Live has told me I've got 10 diamonds waiting. Notification up the top of the screen. Yeah, I did a live stream this morning, guys. I mean, it helps relieve stress if nothing else. The neighbours were up and at it first thing this morning on the balcony. Dogs barking, a load of noise near my bedroom window. I got up, I was woken up by dogs barking outside actually. But I get up at 7:20 every morning anyway, so it really didn't wake me up too early. Bounced up, got up and took my dog for a walk early in the morning. Up and at it. Just getting some exercise. I am overweight, so takeaways aren't going to help me lose weight. They're just bad for you. So I need to lose about 2 stone in weight to become a bit healthier. So, you know, what happened last night when I was getting ready to take Max, my Chihuahua, out for a walk. Basically, I went downstairs and I ran into this Uber Eats guy who was outside ringing someone else's buzzer. I mean, I'm not ordering takeaways. I'm getting some shopping at the end of the week, probably over the weekend, but I'm not buying takeaways. So yeah, last night, if we go back to last night, but let's, Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Tuesday, the 19th of August.
My cat has decided to dive into the litter tray whilst I'm doing the YouTube video. I can't hear anything. It's decided, you can hear the cat scratching in the litter tray. It's decided to jump into the litter tray while I'm doing my YouTube video. And he won't leave it until he's emptied the whole tray all over the floor. So guys, good morning. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 10:23 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Tuesday, the 19th of August.
Okay guys, I'm here in my flat in Rochester, Kent, and we're still going round in circles. Now he's going into the other litter tray. What is wrong with him? Oh. So, I'm here in my flat in Rochester, Kent, right? I'm not planning on going on trips anywhere at the moment. I'm not really doing anything. I'm trying to relax. Anybody that's been following my live streams, TikTok videos on YouTube, you can understand that I'm trying to move out of this flat. And on the 8th of August, I had an offer to look around a property. It is the 22nd of August on Friday, and I've still not heard anything. And the neighbour nuisance has got decidedly worse. And it's got to the point where it's really affecting my mental health badly. Right? And not in the fact that I'm like crazy, but depression, anxiety, stress, which is all contributes to mental health problems. It also causes physical problems. It can make you very extremely ill. Stress can make people really ill. So we now have had a notification, Amy Richardson Dunn, come up on my phone. Amy Richardson Dunn has just flashed up on my phone. That's what that ping was. I don't know what social media this Amy Richardson has just Amy Richardson has just written something, but I think it's Facebook, and she's put done and like an emoji. It's just come up across my screen on my phone. So basically, I went out last night. Uber Eats was delivering to someone in the flats. Bang on the time I take my dog for a walk, 10 to 7, and there was somebody behind my back. That the guy rang the buzzer. This female answered that it wasn't me, because I haven't had any deliveries for a few days now. And I walked across the road, went onto the fields, and I just keep smiling. Whatever is done to me, whatever nuisance, annoyance, whatever, I just smile. I don't get cross or angry. So I just went onto the field last night, walked around the field. 2 lads that looked American with baseball caps on, looked like a loop around his trousers, like a chain in the shape of a noose. Two like they looked identical with baseball caps on it. They looked American. Was walking around the field. We've had that before, usually after I'm live streaming. I did a live stream yesterday because it helps relieve stress. For me it does. By the way, thank you to the Nut Factory that subscribe, the Nut Squad subscribe to my TikTok with no followers, no videos. They've just got blocked. The Nut Squad subscribe to my TikTok and I've just blocked them. So you start getting these random like boxes with letters on, like harassing, no followers, no videos, just block them. They're just stalking and watching your channel. That's all they're doing. They're also trying to wind you up and make you angry. Sometimes when you're not feeling too well, it can make you upset. Right? No one's a nut. They're nuts because they keep stalking and following me. So they're the one that are fucking loopy-loo, not me. So basically, I got up this morning. All this stress. Rose Diane Bennett, done. This is what's coming up as I'm doing this video, and somebody else. Rose Diane Bennett, done. D-O-N-E, as I'm trying to do my YouTube channel. It's weird, isn't it? My phone keeps pinging whilst I'm trying to do my video. So, I went for a walk. It wasn't too bad. There was an elderly couple jogging. The poor guy was out of breath and bent over. So there was an elderly woman jogging with an elderly man. He was struggling to jog. He was all like and hunched over with his bald patch. So I can't hear noise from upstairs at the moment, but the neighbours to that side of me have started being noisy while I'm doing my videos near the wall. So somebody said on my live stream, what was I doing today? Are you going out? No, I'm going out for a drive. They go out upstairs, and we've got the next door neighbours next door now banging on the wall and making a noise while I'm trying to do my videos. It's never-ending stress. I'm not going out anywhere. I've just talked to my mother. I talked to my mother for about half an hour last night while I was walking around the fields, and she said to me she's got no money, just like me, and she's got no help and support just like me, and that's it. So I'm staying indoors today. I'm going out for a walk this afternoon. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to go out. Every time I go out, it's like a comedy show, like Carry On Camping or something. People getting in the way, people being rude, and you know, a simple, like getting a couple of bits from the shop turns into a nightmare. That's why I started having things delivered, and that started going wrong, didn't it? There's no deliveries today. There's no post. I'm not going anywhere. And they've gone out upstairs. Probably gone for a drive, like they said in the live stream. And it's all done to make you cross and angry and miserable and act nuts. And I will not do it. So we'll live stream later on this afternoon as well. Just sit down, relax and chill to KMFM, because that is the local radio station for Medway. So there's been no word from this guy that was supposed to be setting me up a support plan. No word from Oasis. And I'm just going to show you what Oasis is. This is where this guy told me to go and get some help from. And the sleep hygiene clinic. I don't know what the sleep hygiene clinic is. And you remember that there's a recording of that chap that talked to me. I've got 2 recordings of his voice and what he said. He's not got back to me, nor is the lady called Jade that was supposed to be offering me a view around this flat that was becoming available. So let me have a look. You don't be nice to people that are nasty to you. If people are being rude and nasty and taking the piss, there's no point smiling at them and being nice to them when they're stabbing you in the back and being horrible. You've got to be tough because they think you're fucking soft. They walk all over you. So I'm trying to look up Oasis. Keep shutting cases. Well, the next one will get opened and stay opened, and they'll do something about it. So we're looking up Oasis. And we don't mean Oasis the band. It's a domestic violence support place, apparently. This is where they told me to go to. Help is available. Oasis, this is where this guy told me to get some help from. And I can obviously first of all, you've got a smiling black woman smiling her head off. And domestic violence is serious. Have you noticed that? And especially in the newspapers when someone's passed on or something serious. The newspaper prints a piece where someone's laughing their head off. Domestic violence is serious. Love shouldn't hurt. Why are these 2 women laughing then? Why are they laughing? Some women are beaten and bruised, and we've got 2 women laughing. That's a good start. What does Oasis offer? We support adults, children and young people in East Kent, Medway and North Kent to live a safe life free from abuse. We support women, men and LGBT+ people to break free from abuse and rebuild their life. We offer one-to-one support, refuge and safe accommodation, group programs and mentoring. Well, can I refer myself? If you are in immediate danger, call 999. If you can't speak, cough or tap the handset, then press 55 on your phone. The police will know it's an emergency. Watch Diana's story. Diana. Let's click on the video and watch Diana's story.
Who I am now is because of Oasis. Where I am now is because of what they have done and what they did years ago for me. I used to live in London and with my family, and I was abused by my stepfather. So the police got involved and they had to move me from the house to go somewhere that I can be safe. So when I was in the police station, they tried calling a lot of refugees and they were all full up. And the only refuge they got in touch again was Oasis. I was in tears because that was my first time moving away. I didn't know anybody. I was so scared. I was crying. I didn't have nothing on me. The few bags I had just, I think, 2 bags. And I went there and she said a lot of encouraging words. And I thought, okay, I'll just, hopefully maybe it's destined for me to be here. Maybe I didn't want to come out. I think the first 3 months I didn't come out from my room. I just go to the kitchen, I quickly ran back to the room because it was really scary to be in a new environment without knowing anybody and all that happened as well. It hasn't been an easy journey. It's been years for me to have this confidence even to sit and talk about this. But yeah, it's been amazing. I'm married now. I'm happy, and still when I look back with all the experiences in Oasis has made me who I am now. So without Oasis, I don't know where I would have been, really. I don't know. I would have been lost somewhere. I don't know. I would have been scary life living, really. With the help of Oasis, I'm here today, alive, living life, happy, made new friends in Oasis. They're like family, really. It's amazing.
So this place that's Diana's story. Diana, this place is to support people that have suffered abuse and domestic violence. So this Chinese guy was supposed to refer me to this place. He was also supposed to refer me to the sleep hygiene clinic because of the neighbours keeping me awake, apparently. But was the guy real? Or was he just bogus? Was this guy real? Because there's no support plan. He hasn't even emailed me anything. This is over 2 weeks ago. It was when that washing machine was delivered. I've had the washing machine now for weeks. So people keep fobbing me off and telling lies to me. And I get approached by men and shady things happening online where they're asking me to go to WhatsApp. This morning I'm on a live stream and I no word of a lie, someone from Scotland asked me for foot pictures of my feet. I'm going to show you.
Oh my god, the amount of looks I get because I just went to Sainsbury's, just walking around trying to get stuff, and everyone's looking at me like, up and down.
So, Scotland, foot photographs, anything to make money out of me. So we go, I don't know whether it's in the active, Scotland. See, they're just disgusting, aren't they? They're just absolutely disgusting. Scotland, love to see feet. I'm not joking, I'm not mad. Crazy Scottish one follower. It's a fake account, 1 follower. Would you ever show your feet? Love to see feet if that's okay. Would it be okay if you made a pic of you showing your feet? Now what's he going to do with that picture? What's he going to do with that picture? Scotland? And those takeaways that came out to this address, it had a Scottish accent. They were sending takeaways to my address and not paying for them. This guy wants to see a picture of my feet. Really? Weirdos on TikTok. Weirdos. So we've got Paul Parkinson started following me. Paul Parkinson. No likes. There's Paul Parkinson. It's like the dating site profile's the same. That's Paul Parkinson, is it? Mark Patrick. Emmanuel Yorbuake. Mick started following me today. I blocked the Nut Squad. It's not even worth it. Prince Faisal Habibi. Hi dear, how was your day? 15 followers. This guy, Prince Faisal Habibi. Habibi was the name of my gynecologist. Well, Habib. Name of my gynecologist at the Medway Maritime Hospital. I don't think men have gynecologists, do they? Do they? Cynthia Taylor. Cynthia Taylor.
Like I'm drunk or something.
If someone's abused you or abused you in the past, right, and they offer you money, they reel you in, offer you money, offer you food, and then they manipulate, right? They're manipulators. They're narcissistic manipulators, right? The only reason I am not going into a women's refuge is because I've got Max and Harry. With my mum constantly ringing me on the phone and trying to manipulate and control me, whether she's relaying it back to my ex-husband or people that are trying to do me harm or upset me, right? I would go into a women's refuge. I would go out of the area. If I was on my own, I wouldn't be in this flat right now. I would be gone. But because I've got my dog and I've got my cats, right, I'm staying. Because why should my pets' lives be unsettled? And why should they be passed from pillar to post because of evil, nasty people trying to manipulate and whatever they're doing to me? And even when you go into women's refuges, you've got to be careful. I've been in two. I've been one in Gloucestershire, and there were strange people in there. And I've been in one in Seaford in Kent, and there's been strange people in there. And once you leave your home, you can't go back to it, right? When I was living with my mum and dad, and I was living at my old address, I didn't have a home to go to anyway when I was in these refuges, right? But, you know, going into a refuge, and if you get bullied in there, I was bullied in a women's refuge by a black woman called Jenny. I was bullied in a women's refuge on a daily basis, kept waking me up, banging on the door and telling me if I didn't like it, I could go out on the street. So before you leave your home, you've got to realise, especially in my case, that they're going to bully me wherever I go, everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And at least I've got my dog here who protects me. There was an unscrupulous man wandering about the street near my flat last night with a hood over his head, and Max barked. And he got out the way. You've got to remember, they want you out of the way without your dog. So it's better to be in a place where I know than being shoved off to a refuge. Could be miles and miles away. It could be in Scotland for all I know. And being bullied to fuck with nobody around at all. And remember, they're sex perverts. They're sex addicts. Oh, can I have a picture of your feet? No, you can't. They stink. So, good morning, guys. My mum's rung. Not going up there. I've had my coffee, I've had my toast, and we're going to be cooking something for lunch later on. You've got to remember that these people are part of an abuse gang. They've abused me since I was a child. They're not going to be useful and helpful. They're going to do everything to make life bad and wrong for me. They don't want to be exposed, so you can't trust them. You've got to remember, my mother was living with my father. My father was abusing me, and whatever she says, she was part of it. So can she be trusted? I would have to say no. And somebody offering you money and then stopping it, and then starting it and stopping it, fucks with your head. Right? So that's it for me. That is it. I talked to my mum on the field last night, and really, really childish behaviour from a grown adult that's nearly 80. Just childish. She was even making fun of my situation, which is not funny. Got to be careful who you trust. You come into this world on your own, you go out in it on your own. Yeah, whatever those years in between from birth to death, you hold possessions. You just take care of them because they're not yours. They're not. You can't take them with you. Someone else has them. And in the poor Liam Payne, who that awful thing happened to him where he fell off the balcony, and now they just take the piss. Went into Mr. UK TikTok official's live stream a few weeks ago. Oh, why don't you do a Liam Payne? Why don't you do a Liam Payne? And I reported it to TikTok. And we don't know if Liam Payne committed suicide or he didn't. And now he's just being mocked and made fun of. That's the world we live in. Selfish, greedy, horrible world. Self-centered. Someone dies, oh, gone. That's the world we live in. And Liam Payne was in a group called One Direction. Liam Payne was worth a lot of money. Liam Payne was an attractive young man. And if they could do that to an attractive young man, well, someone like me is a piece of dog shit. And they don't give a shit. But it's all about abuse, isn't it? And covering up abuse, because Liam Payne was talking about Puff Diddy. And then 1 minute he's there, the next he's gone. So instead of helping survivors and victims, they either get rid of them or brush them under the carpet. We know that. Now I'm going to get on with my day, but when you've been abused, you don't go near your abuser. See you later.